this pink look. Are you feeling it? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a review on the Juvia's Place Saharan palette. So when you get the palette, it comes in a box that looks like this. It's really cute packaging. And then on the back, there's this little thing right here where it says, "A lively Saharan, inspired by the vibrancy and vivaciousness of the wordable festivities and the Fulani culture of West Africa. Filled with elaborate and flamboyant makeup, the Saharan eyeshadow palette is endowed with pops of colors, earthy hues, and golds that emulate a true Saharan." And then it tells you the ingredients and that it's cruelty-free and that it's made in the USA and that there is a 12-month shelf life to it once you open it. So when you open up the packaging, it does come bubble wrap like this to protect the eyeshadow palette. When you open it up, and this is the eyeshadow palette, it looks just like the unit carton. And then when you open it up, these are the colors. And then this is what you get at the top. There is no mirror. Now this palette does retail for $20 on the Juvia's Place website as well as Ulta now. And I actually picked this up when they were doing their 40% off sale. And I got several palettes for like the price of one, so it was a really great deal. I did do a review on the Nubian 2 palette, and I also did pick up the Deuce palette, which I will be doing a video on in the future. So today I don't have a tutorial on this eye makeup look, but I will go over with you guys the shades that I used to create this look. Alright, so the shades that I used today, I first used the shade right here called Katsina. And this is a really good transition shade for my color. It doesn't show too well because it is my skin tone. And then I also used the shade right here called Jamila. I know I'm butchering these names, but it's this really pretty orange shade right here. I used that to deepen up my transition. And then on my outer V, all the way to my inner corners, I did like a halo kind of look. And I used this first matte shade right here called Sokoto. And it's this really bright shade right here. It's really pretty. And then I did use the shade Iman right here. And I use this in my inner corners. And then on my lids today, I did go in with this shade right here called Fula, and I put that all over my lids. And then on my lower lash line, I did go in with the shade called Bararo right here, and I did that on my lower lash line. In this palette, you get 4 mattes and you get 8 shimmers. And I think that that's a really great variety of shades because I do love shimmers more than I do love mattes. So this is definitely the perfect palette for me. Now, I don't use black, but there is a black matte shade right here. So I probably won't even touch this. So for me, there's only going to be 3 mattes that I will use. And my overall thoughts on this palette is I really do love Juvia's Place's formula. I thought that the colors went on very nicely. They were very, very pigmented and they blended out really, really well. When I went in with the shade up here, I was really nervous because it's super bright. But when you start blending it, it just blended like a dream. And I do love these shimmer shades that are offered in this palette. I think they're very pretty. And I think that for this price, and Juvia's Place always does have a sale, and there always is a coupon code, I think that's definitely worth the price because you will most likely get it for under $20. So I definitely do recommend this palette if you are in the market for some really pretty shimmery shadows. And if you love Juvia's Place, I definitely do recommend this palette. And if you never used Juvia's Place, I will say that I think that Juvia's Place formula is better than Morphe's formula. The Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe is my favorite palette, but Morphe's formulas for the most part is kind of patchy. But with Juvia's Place, I think that they actually are very blendable and it's very easy to actually work with. So I definitely do recommend this palette, you guys. I think that it's really pretty. So now I'm going to go ahead and do some swatches. So I zoomed you guys in so that way you guys can see the swatches up close. So these are the first 4 shades in the palette. So this first one right here is called Sokoto. This one is called Woodable. This one is called Bararo, and this one is called Kia. And I know that I'm not pronouncing these names correctly, and I apologize for that. These shades are very, very creamy, and they're really pretty. These are the next 4 shades, the second row in the palette. The first shade right here is called Zoyo. This one is called Iman. This one is called Jamila, and this one is called Senegal. And I will say that the mattes aren't as creamy as the shimmers are, but that's like for most palettes. But this one is pretty like dry. I had to build it up just a little bit, but it's definitely very nice on the eye, which is why I prefer showing you guys what it looks like on the eyes than I do swatches, because it was very patchy on my arm, but it's very blendable on the eye. Here are the last 4 colors in the palette. So that black right there is called Chad. And then this transition shade right here, I'm not sure if you can see it too well because it does blend in with my skin tone. This is called Katsina. This one is called Lulu. And this one is called Fula. And I have this one on my lids today. Alright you guys, so that is it for today's video. Let me know how you like this style of video. Do you like when I just show you guys what I have on my eye, or do you prefer me doing tutorials? Do you guys like when I do swatches, or would you rather see it on the eye? Let me know down below what your thoughts are. Let me know how I can improve. And thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel. I finally reached over 500 subscribers, and I am so thankful for each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much. It means absolute world to me. I am truly very thankful, and I do appreciate all of you guys. And if you guys are not a subscriber of mine, it will definitely mean everything to me if you can subscribe to my channel, and also if you guys can like and comment on my videos and also share them if you can. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I'll see you on my next one.